go ahead and get started. My name is Leah Adrian. I am part of the stakeholder and community engagement group and Austin Development Services. And tonight we're going to talk about to introduce a new service for the community about emergency demolition permits or emergency demolition services. And then this is for the community to let you all know about the program, and we should have a internal training for city staff coming up in the fiscal year. The format for this evening, we're going to have a brief presentation to explain what's going on, and followed by a Q&A session. If you have questions that come up throughout the presentation, you're welcome to go ahead and put those questions in the Q&A box, and we'll cover those when we get to that portion. Or if you want to wait and raise your hand when we get there, you are also welcome to do so. But this evening, I want to introduce the panel. We have joining us for our in today's presentation, Tracy Allen. She is one of our assistant directors here at Austin Development Services, and Marlena Wright. She is a code supervisor and will be giving the presentation. So with that, I will hand it over to you, Miss Marlena.
Thank you, Leah. You can go ahead and advance to the next slide. I just want to thank everyone for being here this evening and spending this time. We're really excited about introducing this new service that we are bringing to the city. We are implementing this service because we already have a service in place, a standard demolition process that requires a building and standards order. Well, we saw that we need to rectify a safety hazard immediately. And so we worked with other partnering cities to bring in an expedited demolition procedure. And what this allows us to do is this allows us to be proactive about our approach when there is an immediate, imminent safety hazard posing a threat to the community. This allows us to skip several steps that we would take by bringing a case towards the Building and Standards Commission. This allows us to move forward with an expedited approach and review series working with partnering departments in order to address this immediate threat. Currently, we have our traditional process of going before this Building and Standards Commission causes some time and some hurdles. And so what this new process does is this bypasses those hurdles and allows us to, again, immediately put our attention towards this threat. This follows best practices with several of our sister cities, such as Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. This required several meetings and efforts to reach out and discuss and really understand why they have this procedure and what we can adopt and bring here to the city of Austin that best matches our best practices. And there was a lot of wonderful communication. This was a really great introduction to how helpful our sister cities has been in helping us implement this new service here in the city of Austin. Next slide, please. So what does this offer? This offers, again, an alternative approach to our standard demolition process that's already in place. This allows us to see an immediate threat and move expeditiously to rectify that immediate threat versus taking a lengthier approach by going before the Building and Standards Commission to obtain a demolition order. This is going to use a specialized team. We are working very closely with our building official and several other agencies on making sure that we have a dangerous premise team that is developed and well-trained and ready to go out and assess these immediate threats and bring that information to us so we can in-house be able to collaborate and begin the approach that's needed to rectify the safety hazard. This also is going to expedite utility shutoffs and different other approaches that we need in order to make sure that something is demolished in that 96 hours. The demolition of that structures begin in 96 hours, which is an expedited approach for us versus, again, waiting for that lengthier time by going before the Building and Standards Commission, especially when it's posing an immediate threat to the neighborhood. Next slide. This process has involved several city departments. As you see, several are listed here, and there might be several others that we have maybe touched base with just to make sure that we have enhanced this process and procedure to the best of its ability. These are the number one key players in this process. We immediately have met with each of these individuals. So when there is an immediate threat, we immediately can partner with these individuals and we can move forward to, again, rectify that threat and provide that need to the community. That sums up this introduction. Again, this was a need that we recognized that was really needed in the city. We are growing. We're not a small city anymore. We realized that we needed something just in case something like this, a catastrophic event takes place. And again, we were just really blessed to have the ability to work with these sistering cities and with these individuals here to build a wonderful process that's going to, again, meet the need that this city is needing. Go ahead, that finishes my introduction into this wonderful service. If there's any questions, we're available. Thank you.
Thank you, Marlena. So right now we're at the Q&A portion. So if you have any questions, if any of the participants have questions, you're welcome to either enter that into the Q&A box, or if you raise your hand, then I can unmute you and you can ask that directly. So we'll give it just a minute if just to see if anybody has questions. But thank you all for coming this evening and joining the discussion. That's very important. And for those that are here, if you have time, you're welcome to take this engagement survey. It talks about the presentation this evening, and we take the feedback we get from the community very seriously. So if you have any suggestions or compliments, whatever that might be, we welcome you to submit that via this feedback form. But we'll give it just another second to see if we have anyone with any questions. It looks like the community, we don't have any questions right now. So again, thank you all for joining us. If you we'll have this recorded and put on the public meetings website. So in the future, you can share this with your colleagues and with other members of the community so they can learn about the emergency demolition program. So thank you all very much.